Now, where are we? Find the right screen to share. So many tabs up, can't find the right one. There it is. There we are. So here we go. Here is our quiz, everybody. And I think we should. There we go. Can everyone see that okay? We can all see that. Perfect. That's what we like. So I'm just going to check. One more person coming in. Now, I just want to see if I can. I think we're okay there. All right. So without further ado, we are going to get ourselves started. So I hope you've all got a pen, you've all got a bit of paper, and I hope we are ready to get going. We're going to start, as always, with round one. Round one is the sport round. Sport round. We're going to start with the sport round. So moving swiftly on, we come to question one. Question one, the Ashes is a cricket competition played between Australia and which other team? So the Ashes is a cricket competition and it's played every 2 years between Australia and which other team? That is the question. All right, that's question one. Question one, we will go through these again, so don't worry if you need a bit more time. I'm going to move on to question two. Question two, true or false? Andy Murray won an Olympic gold medal in the tennis competition at the Rio 2016 Olympics. So did Andy Murray win gold in the tennis at the Rio Olympics? True or false? Okay, we'll move on to question three in just a second. Question three. What is the highest possible score in a game of 10-pin bowling? Is it A, 200? Is it B, 300? Or is it C, 400 points? A, 200, B, 300, or C, 400? He's not had his dinner yet. Highest possible score in 10-pin bowling, 200, 300, or 400? We're going to move on to question four. Question four is, which football player has been ranked the best in the world in 7 separate years, more than any other player? Now, I originally, when I wrote this question, I originally called it said who'd won the Ballon d'Or. But then I found that that award has changed its name so many times over the years, it kind of made the question a bit meaningless. But question is, which football player has been ranked the best in the world for 7 separate years? That's more than any other player. Is it A, Luis Suarez? Is it B, Cristiano Ronaldo? Or is it C, Lionel Messi? So according to the official stats, who is the best ever football player? So there is one football question. It's not an easy one, but we can get it. Moving on to question 5. How long is an Olympic swimming pool? Is it 20 meters? Is it 22 meters? Or is it 50 meters? And I've helpfully put a picture of one on the screen there, so you can have a little look and you can see. Do you think that's 20 meters? Do you think it's 22 meters? Or do you think it's 50 meters? How long is that? For any swimmers in the building? Okay, we'll just go quickly through that round again. Back to question 1. So question 1, go back to question 1. The Ashes is a cricket competition played between Australia and which other team? That was question 1. Question 2, moving on. True or false? Andy Murray won an Olympic gold medal in the tennis competition at the Rio 2016 Olympics. Is that true or is it false? Did he win Olympic gold in the tennis or not? Question 3. What is the highest possible score in a game of 10-pin bowling? Is it 200, 300, or 400? I don't know if this might be me showing my age, but there was a whole Simpsons episode about this where Homer managed to bowl a perfect game and then he wouldn't shut up about it. If anyone still watches The Simpsons. Question 4. Which football player has been ranked the best in the world on 7 separate occasions, more than any other player? Is it Luis Suarez, Cristiano Ronaldo, or Lionel Messi? And our final question. How long is an Olympic swimming pool? Is it 20 meters, 22 meters, or 50 meters? 20, 22, or 50. And we're going to go through the answers to all of the questions at the end of the quiz. We will do that. So we're going to move on to the second round in a minute, unless anyone needs to hear any of those questions again. If you do need to hear any of those questions again, just unmute yourself and let me know, or say something in the chat. If I don't hear anything, I will assume that we're all good and we will move on.
But
Yep.
I need the answers, please.
We're going to do all of the answers at the end of the quiz. So you're going to get the 3 rounds.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Okay, so second round, Disney. We've got a Disney round on Disney movies. I wrote this quiz ages ago, and I'd completely forgotten what all the questions are. So I'm essentially finding out what the questions are at the exact same time as you are. So it's a journey we can go on together. Disney round. What is the name of the hit song from Disney's Frozen? Is it Let It Go, Let It Snow, or It's Freezing in Here? The name of the hit song from Disney's Frozen. Is it Let It Go, Let It Snow, or It's Freezing in Here? All right, moving on to question 2 for everybody. Moving on to question 2. Corporates. Which Disney film features a Chinese girl defending her country from invading Huns so that her father won't have to fight? Is it A, The Princess and the Frog, B, The Fox and the Hound, or C, Mulan? Which Disney film features a Chinese girl defending her country from invading Huns so that her father won't have to fight? Princess and the Frog, The Fox and the Hound, or Mulan? Picture of the main character just there as well. Okay, moving on to question 3. True or false? Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was Disney's first full-length film. So true or false, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was Disney's first full-length film. So they may have done some short things. It may not be the first thing they ever did, but was it their first film? That's the question. Okay, moving on to question 4. We have, which Disney film features such as Tinkerbell the Fairy, Captain Hook, Wendy, and the Crocodile? Which Disney film features characters such as Tinkerbell the Fairy, Captain Hook, Wendy, and the Crocodile? And again, you've got a picture just there of the main character from that film. Okay, moving on to the last question in this round. What is the name of Mickey Mouse's girlfriend? Picture of her just there. Is it Matilda, is it Martha, or is it Minnie? Is it Matilda Mouse, is it Martha Mouse, or is it Minnie Mouse? What is the name of Mickey Mouse's girlfriend? Okay, I'll run through those once more just briefly. Question 1, what was the name of the hit song from Disney's Frozen? Was it Let It Go? Was it Let It Snow? Or was it It's Freezing in Here? Question 2, Which Disney film features a Chinese girl defending her country from invading Huns so that her father won't have to fight? Was it The Princess and the Frog, The Fox and the Hound, or was it Mulan? Question 3. True or false? Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was Disney's first full-length feature film. Is that true or false? Question 4. Which Disney film features characters such as Tinkerbell the Fairy, Captain Hook, Wendy, and the Crocodile? We all like Crocodile. Question 5. What is the name of Mickey Mouse's girlfriend? Is it Matilda, Martha, or Minnie? Matilda, Martha, or Minnie. As always, if you want any one of those questions again, ask me and we'll go over it again. If I don't hear anything, I'll assume we're all fine, and I'll move on to our third and final round, which is general knowledge.
Matt.
Yep.
Right now we're doing the sport round.
What's that, sorry?
Right now we're doing the sport round.
The sport round was the first round. So you get the answers to that after the next round. So it's after the next round.
Thank you very much.
No problem. All right. General knowledge round. Here we are, general knowledge round. Question 1. David Attenborough is a TV presenter, famous for is he famous for horror films? Is he famous for music videos? Or is he famous for his wildlife documentaries? So he's a very famous TV presenter, but what did he present? Did he present horror films? Did he present music videos? Or did he present wildlife documentaries? What did David Attenborough present? And still does present them. I can't tell you any of the names of anything he did because that will give the answer away, I'm afraid. We've just got a request for question 4 in the previous round, so I'm just very quickly going to go back to that. General 4 in the previous round was which Disney film features characters such as Tinkerbell the Fairy, Captain Hook, Wendy, and the Crocodile? Okay, Wendy wanted to hear that again. Which Disney film features characters such as Tinkerbell the Fairy, Captain Hook, Wendy, and the Crocodile? That's question 4 of that round. So we're going to go back to this one. David Attenborough, is he famous for his horror films, his music videos, or his wildlife documentaries? And we're going to move on in a second. Question 2. Question 2. What is the name given to trees that do not lose their leaves in winter? Are they called no-sheds? Are they called immortal trees? Or are they called evergreen trees? So this is things like pine trees and so on, and Christmas trees, which keep their little needle leaves the whole way through the year. Most trees have the leaves fall off. One particular type of tree keeps its needles all year round. And are those called no-shed? Are they called immortal? Or are they called evergreen? Okay. Moving on to question 3. Name any of the 4 current Strictly Come Dancing judges. So Strictly Come Dancing, the ballroom dancing show, is currently on. I want you to name any of the judges. You can see all 4 of them in the picture just there. Just any one of the names. The spelling doesn't matter. I just want you to name any one of those 4. Question 4, who is this person? Who is this person? Simple question, big picture on the screen. What is this person's name? And this, the fact that this question is in there tells you when this quiz was written. Who is this person? Okay, moving on to question 5, final question of the quiz. What is the speed limit for a car on a UK motorway? What is the speed limit for a car on a UK motorway? And I've picked that particular bit of motorway because it is quite close to my house. What is the speed limit for a car on a UK motorway? In fact, I'm going to be driving down that bit of motorway after this quiz because I'm off to see my parents. So I'm going to run through these once more, and then we're going to have the answers. So question 1, David Attenborough is a TV presenter. Is he famous for his horror films, for his music videos, or for his wildlife documentaries? That's question 1. Question 2, what is the name given to trees that do not lose their leaves in winter? Is it no shed, immortal, or evergreen? Question 3, name any of the 4 current Strictly Come Dancing judges. So not previous judges, any of the current 4 judges. Question 4, who is this person? Very straightforward. I'll let you look at her face a little bit longer. Who is this person? And moving on to our final question. What is the speed limit for a car on a UK motorway? What is the speed limit for a car on a UK motorway? Now, in a minute, we're going to move on to the answers for all of these questions. So if you want to hear any of the quiz questions again, make sure you tell me in the next little bit of time. Again, if I don't hear anything, I will assume we're all ready for the answers. Okay, on to the answers we go. The answers. Sport round. Moving on to question 1. The Ashes is a cricket competition played between Australia and which other team? It's played between Australia and England. Australia and England. It's called the Ashes because the first time Australia beat England at cricket, which was in the 1890s, the Australians burned a set of bales and they said, this here is the Ashes of English cricket. We've destroyed English cricket, and so we're going to play for these Ashes ever since. Question 2, true or false, Andy Murray won an Olympic gold medal in the tennis competition at the Rio 2016 Olympics, beating Juan Martín del Potro in the final. Yes, he did. It is true. He's the only male player ever to have won 2 Olympic singles gold medals because he won in London and he won in Rio. Question 3. What is the highest possible score in a game of 10-pin bowling? Often called a perfect score, it is 300. 300 is the correct answer. Question 4. Which football player has been ranked the best in the world on 7 separate years, more than any other player? It is Lionel Messi. He's been ranked the best football player in the world 7 separate occasions. Last question of this round. How long is an Olympic swimming pool? Is it 20 meters, 22 meters, or 50 meters? It is 50 meters. I used to do a bit of swimming and it was a long way to race. It was a long way, 50-meter pool. All right, we've all got the answers to that. We're going to move on to the answers to the Disney round. Disney. What was the name of the hit song from Disney's Frozen? It was, of course, Let It Go. Not Let It Snow, not It's Freezing in Here, it was Let It Go. Question 2, which Disney film features a Chinese girl defending her country from invading Huns? It is Mulan. Mulan is the right answer. Question 3, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was Disney's first full-length feature film. True or false? It is true. It was. Came out in 1937 and it was Disney's first proper film. They had made some short cartoons before then, but this was the first full-length film they made. Question 4. Which Disney film features characters such as Tinkerbell the Fairy, Captain Hook, Wendy and the Crocodile? And that, of course, is Peter Pan. Peter Pan is a film based on a play by Scottish playwright J.M. Barrie, and he gave the play, and he gave all of the rights for the play to Great Ormond Street Hospital when he died. So Great Ormond Street, anytime the play is performed, still get a whole lot of money as a result of him giving it to them, which is a nice little gesture. Question 5, what is the name of Mickey Mouse's girlfriend? It is, of course, Minnie. Minnie Mouse. Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. It's the answers to 2 rounds. We're going to move on now. We're going to do the answers to the general knowledge rounds. Question 1, David Attenborough is a TV presenter, and he's famous, of course, for his wildlife documentaries. Blue Planet, I think, was one of the most recent ones he did. But he's done lots and lots. Been making them for about 60 years. He's famous for his wildlife documentaries. Question 2, what is the name given to trees that do not lose their leaves in winter? They are evergreen. Evergreen trees. Question 3, name any of the 4 current Strictly Come Dancing judges. Well, from left to right in this photo, we have Shirley Ballas, Anton de Beck, Craig Revel-Horwood, and Motsi Mabuse. So you could have had any of those. Again, I don't mind if you haven't got the spelling perfect. One of those 4, Shirley Ballas, Anton de Beck, Motsi Mabuse, or Craig Revel-Horwood. Would all have been acceptable answers. Question 4. Who is this person? Who is this person? Who thinks they got this right? We're non-committal. It is Liz Truss. She was Prime Minister when I wrote this quiz. She's not now. She was actually, I think she resigned the day after I wrote this quiz. And it says last week, I actually wrote this quiz in mid-October, I think. Yeah, certainly she resigned, I think, a day or 2 after I wrote this quiz. So it was shortest Prime Minister ever, Liz Truss. And the final question, what is the speed limit for a car on a UK motorway? It is 70 miles an hour. 70 miles an hour is the answer there. All right, well, that brings us to the end of the quiz for today. So how do we think we all did? We've got to add up our scores. We've got to see how we did. We want to hold your bits of paper up to the camera, and we'll see how well we did. What have we got? Right. 8. 18. Well done. It's a good score. What else have we got? Anyone else want to tell me a score? Don't have to if you don't want to. All right. We have a couple of moments to finish off the adding up, and then we will get ourselves finished. Okay, well done, everyone. I hope we've all enjoyed ourselves. I hope we've all managed to get at least a few of the answers right, even if we didn't get all of them right. Quite fine. If we did get all of them right, well done. I'm not sure that I would have got all of them right. So well done, everybody. I hope we'll see you all for the quiz. I'm not sure when it will be next month. We will send out an email telling you what the date for it will be.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
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 Bye. Bye.